Hello, hello, hello. This is Frida. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to part 4 on how to knit this beautiful top-down seamless collar dress. Okay, I am showing you here. Total of 4 increases we did. I did. And I'm going to do 2 more increases, increase 5 and increase 6. And after that, I am planning to knit until I have the length, which was 64 inches, length of the dress. And here I wanted to show you, I think I forgot to show you how to knit around the purl stitch. As I'm showing, there's a knit stitch, as when you're knitting it around and around, you cannot purl. It won't look, you can't see the accurate purl stitch. So I wanted to show you how to do it. I will come and do the tutorial on how to knit the sleeve and how to do the edge. So this is the reason I wanted to show you how to knit the purl stitch. See? The length is for a 6-year-old. The sleeve length is for a 6-year-old. Okay, so here I am knitting round and I'm doing the knit stitches, but when I come to the button band area in the middle of the dress on the front, as you can see, the previous is a knit stitch, so I'm going to purl. So what you see is you do the opposite. When you're doing the purl, the next row would be a knit stitch, and I just continue knitting around and around. Okay, so I'm going to come back to show you how to knit the sleeve, as the length to knit the dress is going to take long. And just continue knitting as you have been knitting. Okay, so I have been doing my last increase. So I did total of 6 times, and after this what I'm going to do is I'm just going to knit until I have the length that I need, which was 64. So you measure it, and don't forget the edging. So we're going to be knitting the edging as well. So that's another, I have to check the other dress. I can't remember, but I believe it was about an inch or so. So I am going to, if you look at it, inch is about 2.5 centimeters. So she wanted 64. Just looking at it, 64 is just over 25 inches. So I will knit about 24 inches, and I will knit that extra inch, and I will just bind off. So I will come and show you how to do that. And other than that, I'm done with the increase, and all I have to do is knit. So I just still have to knit over 20 centimeter. So yeah, this is how much there's lots to be knit. Knit. Okay, meanwhile, I just wanted to start on the sleeve. Okay, this is for a 6-year-old again. So let me just measure this. For average 6-year-old, from the underarm, you need to, for the 8-year-old, I did 14 inches. For this one, I did 12 inches. Okay, 12 inches. And the bicep was, I believe, 9, and I have 10. So just there's enough room. And I did do the decreases. So I'm not going to count the decreases, because when I was knitting the other one, I noticed that even the numbers were the same. For some reason, it wasn't, I was tightening. I was knitting tight, let's say it that way. So you need to work with the measurement always. Don't work with the numbers. I did do how many decreases? If I count, I believe it was 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I did the last one, 9, and I knit the rib. Okay, so when I say not the rib, the edge here. So I did one row because it's knit on a round, right? So one row you knit purl, one row you knit, and then you give this look. So if you do purl, purl, it will look like this, the wrong side. So we don't want that. So that's the reason you knit, one row, purl. Okay, so let's get started on the other sleeve. And don't want to lose any stitches. Okay, so this is I have to pick up stitches. Remember, I did about 6 rows. I knitted the backs to give that height. So I'm going to pick up stitches, and I need to pick up total of 7. I believe it's going to be 56. So the numbers should be the same. Again, you can't count the numbers due to knitting tight or loose. Just grab my. So you have to be careful. I wouldn't trust the numbers because on the other sleeve it was tighter than the other sleeve that when I was knitting. So definitely measure, always measure when you're working. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit tight. Just need to just poke it here. Okay, so I'm going to tighten this. So 7 stitches. I need 7 stitches. Okay, here's one. I like to pick up stitches with a crochet hook. So you would definitely need a tool like this. So here's 2, 3, just going randomly. 3, 4, 5, and then 7. Okay. There's going to be a gap here. I'm going to pick up another stitch. Okay, and I will get rid of two stitches. Okay, so I'm going to move these stitches. I'm holding it. And I will move it here. Okay, I do have several tutorials on how to pick up stitches when knitting the arm. But every time I add a new technique, new update. Okay, so here we go. And I'm using a 5mm knitting needle. This is a 5 Knitter's Pride. Okay, so we're just going to knit. This is all we're going to do. But I'm going to knit these two together. So I'm going to get rid of one stitch just to close up the gap. Okay. Okay, so I will pick this. And I am going to put the marker. Yeah, I definitely need to put a marker. So I know I'm going to do decreases, right? Two. So right here. Just going to grab a marker. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is knit, knit, knit. So what I'll do is I will knit about 6 rows and then I will do a decrease. Okay, so I'm going to show you that, how I do my decreases. So I get every 6 rows, and when I come here I'm going to get rid of 1 stitch here as well. So after knitting 6 rows, what I do is I get rid of 2 stitches, same as here. See, this is how I get rid of stitches, 2 stitches. Oops. Yeah, just be careful when you're knitting, because I'm knitting with 3 strands, and if I don't pick up 1 strand, it will, it won't look good. A lot of new techniques. Okay, so I'll just knit and show you, and I will let you go, and I will come back to show you how to get rid of 2 stitches. I just didn't want to put the camera on pause. Let me just come all the way to the end. So I should have, after getting rid of, I should have 56. Well, it depends on how many stitches you cast on, right, for the sleeve area. If you cast on 11, you will have more, and you're going to be knitting longer. This is for a child to get that length that you need. And then divide the body parts. Like for myself, I knit 10 inches down, and then I divide the body parts. And I do explain this on every tutorial, so you are welcome to go and check my top-down knit cardigans, sweaters, layers. Okay, so I'm almost there. And I will leave this tail. Okay, here we go. So I'm not going to knit this one. I'm just going to move it. And then I'm going to knit these 2 last together. Because this was the first stitch, right? And this is the last stitch. It's a little bit tight. Oops. Okay, here we go. So I will put the stitch. I don't want to twist it or anything. Just be careful. Okay, so these 2 stitches I'm going to knit 2 together. Okay, and I got rid of 1 stitch. Okay, it looks like I didn't grab one of the strand. See. Just be cautious when you're knitting. See, I don't know what I did there. Okay, so knit to grab those old strands, and then knit all together. So we got rid of 1 stitch, and then just continue knitting until when we come. So this is going to be the 2nd row, and all I have to do is knit 4 more, and I will come to show you how to knit the 3 stitches. Okay, I'll be right back. After knitting 6 rows, just count the stitches, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of 2 stitches. Okay, this is how I do it for the arm decreases. So I slide the 1 stitch, and I knit these 2 together, and I just flip it over it. So I got rid of 2 stitches, and I will continue doing this. How many times I said, I keep on forgetting. Well, I keep on measuring. That's why I put a marker. What I do is I measure, because you can't trust these decreases, how many times you do. So always measure, because sometimes it gets, when you leave your knitting and you go downstairs, you do other stuff, and then when you come back, you're tight, you're loose. It happens because this is handmade. Okay, so So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the 9th, I just did purl and I did knit, purl, and I bind off. Okay, I do have several bind off methods. You can bind off the way that you wish. Okay, so I knitted 3 ridges and I binded off. It looks like it's 4, but it's actually 3. Okay, so I'm going to let you knit. And this is part 4. Yeah, I'll come back to do the bind off on the edge of the sleeve. And I will come back to finish up the skirt of the edge. I counted, I think I did 5 ridges on the 8-year-old dress that I have knit. So yeah, I have to measure it with that. Count the ridges, and then the 2 dresses has to be same. Okay, you can make your own changes if you want. You don't have to follow the way I do it. I'm just guiding you. That's all I'm doing. And like, there's no right or wrong, ways to knit how you feel like doing. So you can change it. Why not? By all means, you can do whichever you like. And again, you don't have to use Angora Rabbit. Angora Rabbit yarn is really rare and really hard to find. I'm just checking. Looks like, yeah, see, I missed a strand. Oh, yeah, I'm getting good at this. Can you see? I knew something was wrong with this stitch. Yeah, because it didn't look good. Yeah, one of the strands. Here we go. See, can you see? So I knitted with the 2 strand. Okay, you have to be very careful. But unfortunately, the 2 strand didn't work because the yarn is so thin, right? I just needed to get that thickness. Okay, now it's way better. And always check. See, I missed another one here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you have to be careful. So you can fix these like this. Here it is. I missed the 1 strand. And like I said, you can knit with any yarn you want. It doesn't have to be Angora Rabbit. Here we go. We fixed it. See, go back and check. Yeah, if you have any comments, questions, please let me know. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel by now, please do subscribe. Share it with your family and friends. And don't forget to hit that notification button. So every time I post a new video, you will be notified, indicating there's something new for you to watch. And yeah, come and visit me on my Instagram page. Yeah, I will see you on part 5. We're going to be finishing the sleeves. And I will show you how to finish up the skirt, the edge of the dress, the hem. And we'll go from there. I might not come right away because the lengthen the dress is going to take me a while to knit it up. But I will come back, maybe a day or 2. I will come back and show you how to finish it up. And I hope you like these tutorials. You guys take care. Happy knitting. Bye-bye. Yeah, this one looks good. It's the yarn is thick. Can you see? Yeah.